how we actually make books. How do we get that done? If we've never written a book before, ever in our life, what would you recommend that we do?
Okay, these are 30, 40, 50 page ebooks. They're not 200 pages. They're not like the Bible, 500, 600 pages. They're 30, 40, 50 pages. Behind the scenes, you and I were talking about podcasts and the attention spans that most people have, and where a typical podcast length could be up to 30, 45 minutes, right? 20, 30, 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. Because people are consuming this stuff on the go. So Amazon has found that the same applies to ebooks. Most people, right, they want a shorter ebook. Whether it's fact or fiction, if it's information, they want to be able to get the solution, and that's it. They don't want a bunch of fluff and filler. If it's entertainment, then they want to be entertained in short bursts while they're waiting for the bus to come, or while they're at the airport waiting for their plane to come, or while they're on their lunch break at work, right? Mm-hmm. So these are shorter books. So the first way is to write it yourself. The second way, which is what I use, and that is to outsource it. There's tons of people. There's tens of thousands, if not more, people that love to write. Former English teachers, journalism majors, stay-at-home moms, professors, college students that just love to write, and they'll write an ebook for you in exchange for payment. Now, I find that I can spend about $100 to $150 to get a 30 to 50 page ebook written. And it's a win-win. You know, you're supplying cash to these folks, and they're supplying you with a well-written, well-researched ebook. And I use a few different websites to get to actually find freelancers or ghostwriters, as you can call them. Some of those websites that I use are sites like elance.com, upwork.com. It used to be called Odesk. Now it's Upwork, upwork.com. And guru.com, guru.com. I really like Upwork and Guru. I get most of my writers from those two sites. Yeah. You know, we could talk all day about this stuff, but it's just a great way to be able to go in and hire someone to create a piece of content for you that's going to sell for months and years to come. I still have ebooks that I published 4.5 years ago that are still making money for me to this day, that are still selling to this day, that are selling 24 hours a day. Let me give you guys the other way to have your content created. So the third way would be to go in and speak it. All right, there's a lot of speech to recognition programs that are out there. There's some free ones that are on your computers, as a matter of fact. If you go on to your PC and you type in speech recognition into the search bar, there's a free program that you can use. I think Macs have one as well. It might be Siri that's on the Mac. And there's also some paid programs like Dragon Naturally Speaking. And what you can do is you can go in and speak your ebook and then have it transcribed. All right, and it'll usually cost about $1 per minute. Now, think about that. For about $100, you can get about 40 to 50 pages worth of content once it's transcribed. Right, so those are the three different ways. You can write it yourself, which is not my favorite. I failed English 101 not once but twice in high school, so I'm not really a writer here. You can go in and hire someone using the three sites that I gave you, guru.com, elance.com, and upwork.com, or you can use a speech recognition program and then have it transcribed. All very easy to do.
Then sometimes you do just have to let it go. As long as you can find a high quality writer that can do it, then I guess why not?
I was the same way. I felt, so here was the mindset that I had when I first got started. I felt there's no way that I could pay $150 for something that's going to be of quality, something that's going to be well researched. Mm-hmm. You know, I wasn't even thinking at that level. So it's amazing how when we start to think differently, we get different results. My first ebook cost me $750. And I'm still pissed to this day. That was 5 years ago. Because I feel like now, sometimes we don't know what we don't know, right? But now that I'm aware, I'm like, oh my God, that could have been 4 or 5 ebooks. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's all about, you know, perspective and how we look at things. So, and you're absolutely right. Sometimes we have to let go. And I was the same. And you know what? I'm still that way. I'm a recovering control freak because I don't think anyone can do something as well as I can do it. So it's hard to relinquish that control. Mm-hmm. But once you do it, it's like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have done this years ago. Like I now have a few hours of extra freedom available, you know? So go ahead and do it. And your to-do list is always going to be packed. It's going to be jam-packed, all right? So I'd rather hire someone and they have it 90% done as well as I could do it than I not get it done at all and it continue to sit on my to-do list for another 6 months.